Thursday, Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. My name is Wale Scott, and today has mixed, well, I don't know how to put it, but when Shinwa Jidagba gets on the phone, he'll try and explain these things to us, but it's very funny. This story is really very funny. Now, an alleged off-field tactics by Ghana officials to destabilize the Super Eagles ahead of their crucial first leg final qualifier for the Qatar 2022 World Cup in Kumasi has been leaked. Now, Ghana hosts the first leg of the qualifiers at the Baba Yara Stadium, Kumasi, on Friday, that's tomorrow, with a reverse fixture in Abuja 4 days later. Now, Ghanaians were afraid that they might not stand a chance against the star-studded Nigerian side and have instead deployed other means to see how they could win the first leg by a high scoreline to turn the return leg in Abuja to a mere formality. Now, Ghanaian football authorities said Black Stars officials have been working on the plan, which includes rejecting the COVID-19 certificates of the biggest stars of the Nigerian team and run there. Meanwhile, the Eagles have adjusted their travel plans and will not jet out to Kumasi on Thursday, that's today. They were earlier scheduled to fly out from Abuja on Wednesday. It was also learned that officials of the three-time African champions have made new arrangements for their accommodation in the neighboring West African country after they were earlier scheduled to lodge at the three-star Noda Hotel. The squad will now lodge at the Golden Tulip Hotel in Kumasi. The NFF made the hotel change known in a statement on Wednesday. Shinwa Jidagba, welcome on the show.
You on this wonderful Thursday morning.
Yeah. Now, Shehu, this story I just read now is very funny. First of all, we heard that the Ghanaian, it's a story that leaked. It leaked, actually. They said the Ghanaian officials want to reject the COVID-19 certificates of our biggest stars. One. Then two, we had to actually change plans. We changed our hotel from North Hotel to Golden Tulip Hotel in Kumasi just because we heard they are trying to play pranks with us. They want to try and get a large scoreline in Kumasi so they can actually just come here and just play a draw or something. Why do African countries tend to want to always try and play games and try and destabilize their opponents when they are coming to their country?
While it is quite shameful and distasteful, while I understand that the biggest prize for the two-legged affair between the Black Stars of Ghana and the Super Eagles of Nigeria is a ticket to the biggest competition in the world, which is the World Cup. I think we should have moved out of this annoying, unpleasant, and shameful act that we always try to do in Africa. At this machine age, we are still talking about using COVID tests to screen out superstars in some particular things. I think there should be a general standard, and we have complained this thing to CAF, that there should be a neutral body that should conduct a COVID test. Not what is happening where the host will be conducting tests and they will be finding some unbelievable things. Look at what happened to Alex Iwobi. Look at what happened to some other countries also. So this is not right at all. The hotel that they said they gave them, they were talking about food poisoning and some other things, and that's why they had to change the hotel. All I just need the Super Eagles to do is to atone for what happened at the Nations Cup. Having won our 3 games, adjudged the best team in the group, and then we went ahead to lose against Tunisia, which was not to the desire of over 200 million Nigerians. So this is an opportunity for them to atone for their sins, go there and get a result. In all honesty, while I understand that Baba Yara Stadium in Kumasi has not been a favorable ground for us, but I always believe that things are meant to be broken. That's the same place that they tore apart the Pharaohs of Egypt en route to 2014 World Cup. Don't forget that some years ago also, when we were there, Aloy Agu lost his tooth at that same Baba Yara Stadium. So what I'm just saying in essence is, it has not been a favorable ground for us. But with the quality and the golf in class, I think the Super Eagles of Nigeria are good enough to get a result. Yes, Wilfred is injured. I understand that, but there are quality players that can come in, and the players must also understand that the bigger game is for them. They qualify for the biggest competition in the world, so nothing stops us from going there and get a result. Beat Ghana right there at their backyard. Even if we don't have Maduka Okoye, you have other goalkeepers. John Noble is there. You have Daniel Akpeyi. You have Francis Uzoho. And honestly, from this position, Wale, if I put out a starting 11, that starting 11, no disrespect, will destroy Ghana. I'm talking about my.
I was going to say that. Sheung. The come out, the fallout of the Super Eagles coming to camp has been very impressive. Ademola Lookman is around. Ogene Aro-Etebo is there. Bonke has been invited to replace Ndidi, and the turnout is very impressive.
Hello, Wale, I can't hear you. There's too much noise about background.
The turnout is very, very impressive. The class of players who are in camp right now. Ademola Lookman has agreed to come, is around now. Bonke has replaced Ndidi. Ogene Aro-Etebo is there. It's a very impressive turnout.
Like I said, look at the array of strikers that we have. Filled with so much goals. Ademola Lookman can guarantee you so much energy. You have Emmanuel Dennis, you have Modi Simon, you have Samuel Chukwueze, you have Victor Osimhen, who missed out of the AFCON and is still very livid about that. You know, plethora of superstars. I think, in all honesty, we have the players that can execute this game, get the results in Kumasi, and come and wrap up here at Abuja, Nigeria.
Okay, now she'll stay with us. Now Ashley Barty has said she wants to send shockwaves around the tennis world yesterday when she abruptly announced her retirement at the peak of her game and just 2 months after claiming the third Grand Slam title at the Australian Open. Now Sheung, Ashley Barty retires from tennis for the second time. And she says, I'm spent, I'm tired, I feel I have given everything I have to the sport and it's time to just walk away. The last time she retired, said it was due to depression. Naomi Osaka says, now you see what I'm saying.
Depression is real. She retired the first time, came back. Now she has retired. I'm sure they're going to cut her out of retirement. While I understand that Ashley Barty, world #1, will never equal the Grand Slam titles won by Margaret Court, the legendary Margaret Court.
Yeah.
While she will not meet with the legendary Serena Williams, as we speak in female tennis, Ashley Barty is the best player. And the people in Australia will tell her, please have a rethink. You understand your depression. We will do everything to get this out of the way for you. Don't forget, you just won the Australian Open. And it's looking like Ashley Barty would also win the French Open if she gets to register. Though in female tennis, it's very, very difficult. You can't predict what will happen. But Ashley Barty is the best female tennis player at the sea. And I'm sure people will chuck her out of retirement. Although we understand that depression is real and they have to be taken very seriously.
True that. Okay, Sheung, I don't know if this story is going to make you laugh. I don't know. Well, when I saw it today, it made me laugh. I don't know if it will make you laugh. Now, Russia wants to launch a bid to host the European Championship in 2028 or 2032. A board member for the country's football federation said, even though the nation is banned from international competitions following its invasion of Ukraine. Now, soccer governing bodies FIFA and UEFA have suspended Russian clubs and national teams pending the outcome of an appeal by the RFU as the Court of Arbitration of Sports. Now, Russia hosted the World Cup in 2018. Moscow's Luzhniki Stadium, which hosted the final, was used for a rally hosted by President Vladimir Putin last week. The Turkish Football Federation also confirmed it had applied to host Euro 2028, while Britain and Ireland had submitted a joint bid earlier. Now, so this is the story, and this is why I'm laughing. Russia is bidding to host an international competition, despite the fact that all their teams are banned due to drug-induced investigation, and of course, they are at war with Ukraine.
Things are not looking good for Russia. Don't forget that some years ago, they are alleged to have engaged in state-sponsored doping, which is still an issue. And that's why you see the athletes competing under a neutral flag. This Russia-Ukraine crisis is very, very matters. all the clubs have been suspended, all activities suspended. They've even thrown them out of the World Cup players who were supposed to play Poland. They've been thrown out. Now you want to host. I'm telling you, Wale, Shakatikali, they will give it to my state, the baby, ahead of Russia.
Okay, but of course, they are planning, they are bidding right now. But who are they bidding to? Because every country has actually blacklisted Russia right now. Who are they bidding to? FIFA?
Nobody wants to go there. Don't forget that the UEFA Champions League final for this year was supposed to play in Russia. They're taking it out of Russia and taking it to Paris. So nobody wants to touch Russia. Not even the Syrians should be thinking about bidding for anything based on the problems that are happening over the world that people are not happy about. Even if they give it to Russia, people will say they don't want to go to Russia, and they are a big determinant. And I don't think Alexander Seferin, Gianni Infantino at this period will do anything to Russia. Based on, I don't know the ones who even took out Russia. So nobody will do them anything. They should forget it.
But now,
let them just shift their sword and allow peace to win.
But for now, the sports minister in Russia had a meeting with Seferin, which means there are signs that they just might be given the hosting rights.
If they give them, will the countries want to play there? That's the problem. People are still agreeing. People are cross with them. So one day there is no way around it.
Sheung, I want to thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, and same way to everyone in the production crew.
Thank you. Now, Trae Young first became a villain in New York when he bade the home crowd at Madison Square Garden during the 2021 NBA playoffs. Now, Young returned and inflicted more damage on the New York Knicks. The Atlanta Hawks point guard was clutch once more, leading a late surge in his team's 117-111 win. Young made 7 3-pointers as Atlanta moved on to 500 for the season at 36-36. The Knicks, meanwhile, go 30-42. Trae Young, massive. He even had to dribble him to make him fall. Ben O'Connor rode out a solo victory in Stage 3 of the Volta a Catalonia yesterday. The Australian riding for AG2R Citroën team pushed ahead in the last 8 kilometers on the final ascent and held on to win by 6 seconds in a 161-kilometer ride from Perpignan to La Modena. Off the chasing pack, John Hayuso Pescura, AE Team Emirates, crossed the line second, and Nairo Quintana, Team Arkia Sansek, took third. The stage victory puts O'Connor top of the overall classification, followed by Ayuso Pesquera and Quintana. O'Connor said he was particularly pleased with the win, given recent sickness. The fourth stage of the 7-stage race will be a 166-kilometer ride from La Sainte-du-Urgel to Boy-Tauli. Ben O'Connor gets stage 3. Now, Bryson DeChambeau halved his match against Richard Bland at the Dell Technologies match play on his return to golf. DeChambeau had missed the last 6 weeks with hip and hand injuries. In other notable Wednesday matches, Justin Rose's hole in one wasn't enough to beat Adam Scott, while Dustin Johnson beat Canada's Mackenzie Hughes. Unlike what most people think, golf is one of the hardest sports in the world. But you guys don't understand that. It looks so easy, but it's very, very hard. I can assure you. That's all we can take on the show today. Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. Join us same time tomorrow. Thank you, Tayo. Of course, he's the one behind the cameras. You don't see him, but he makes you see us. Thank you very much, Kay Coyote. Thank you very much, David. Thank you very much, Peter downstairs, the powerhouse. That's the power man. Join us same time tomorrow. Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. My name is Wale Scott. Like I always advise you at the end of every show, if not for anything, at least for your heart, do some sports.